So you are, I am, our animal friends are, and even though, yes, they're physical beings having this experience as a dog, they are still an expression of spirit, a fragmentation of consciousness, but they are in their wholeness. We are the only life form that comes out of their wholeness. So I
Yeah.
always say, our dogs aren't walking around going, "Oh, I wish I was a Labrador rather than this Cocker Spaniel. I wish I was brown rather than black." All these things that we tell ourselves, like they're like, "Wow, I am this, and it's amazing to be me." Because if they were going to be anything else, they would be something else.
Yeah.
And what I love is with being an expression of consciousness, they come into our life at a place of, well, what Tunkasila shared with me is animals come into our lives in that exact moment and leave in the exact perfect moment because
Yeah.
they are the elixir to our spiritual amnesia. And when
Yes.
Tunkasila shared that with me, I was just like, whoa, because it's so true. They are the elixir to our spiritual amnesia. They help us remember by entering our life when they enter, being who they are when they're in their physical body, and then leaving in this perfect time. And it's something that I talk about because people are like, what do you mean my dog transitions a perfect time? It's not a perfect time at all, but it absolutely is from that place of consciousness
Yeah.
for, yes, our soul evolution, our soul awakening, for what it is that our animal friend, as an expression of consciousness, came into our life to give us. And so when we sit with the story, the thoughts, the words that we give of like, wow, my animal transitioned, I'm grieving, I'm grieving, I'm grieving. There's three things that I find in particular around that. So the first can be our healing journey of grief. Is grief actually behind grief? What is hidden behind grief is guilt. That we feel
Mhm.
guilty in some way. Was it too soon? Was it not soon enough? Could we have done something better? It's again the wounds that we care about ourselves that are being put onto us from elsewhere, largely from when
Yeah.
we're a child. So it activates our healing journey. The event is irrelevant. What is relevant is the feeling behind it. Number two can be the just conscious or unconscious needs to control in our lives. One thing that transition teaches us, we have no control of when something
Right.
goes. And the
Yeah.
third one is ultimately ceremony. Like we are transition in any way, loss in any way is an initiation. And what initiation calls for is deep ceremony.